Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Indianapolis Indians and the Toledo Mud Hens. At the plate, Jared Werner, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in, new problems, new opportunities. Let's see what they do today.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1, no score. Digging in now, Jared Werner. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Jared Werner.
From the belt, the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Fernandez. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Jared Werner. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Jared Werner.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
3-0 now.
3-0.
Jose Osuna would be next. 3-0, here it is. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Jose Osuna. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
Dan, that had to be missed execution right there. 2 strikes on the batter. You throw a breaking ball, but you leave it up a little bit for him to be able to drive it into the out.
No doubt about it, D-Row. 2-strike breaking ball intended to be at the ankles or below, to even bounce it to get him to chase and swing. Too good of a pitch with a breaking ball with 2 strikes to this hitter.
In now, Fred Buckner. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Striding in once again, Jared Werner. He's got an RBI despite an 0 for 2 effort to this point. First pitch curveball swung on and missed, strike 1. And there's ball 1. Moran gets his lead at first, nobody out. swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in, Jared Werner, and their runners at the corners now.
Jared Werner.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
1-1 the count now. 1-1, here it is. Popped him up. Jones on the move. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-2 game.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Jose Osuna, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. From the belt, the pitch. In the air now, out to right field. Moving under it, Reyes. And the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Indianapolis is out in front, 8-2.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
8-2 tonight's final. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Indianapolis Indians and the Toledo Mud Hens. Enrique Huerta, a right-hander from the Keystone State, gets the ball as the starter in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one, hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Here's the 0-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Striding into the box, Jared Werner. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Werner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped high in the air. Cosmo is under it near the mound. 2 gone. Digging in, Kenny Clemens. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Baseman, Kenny Clemens.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll be off the right field wall. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his...
leading off the inning, Jared Werner, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
1-1 the count. One and two now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
The 1-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
As we take another look, you can see the left fielder selling out here, goes up for it, but just can't bring it down. And by the time the center fielder makes it over to help out, the hitter is halfway to third with a nice triple.
So coming to the plate, Jose Osuna. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. To third, Cosmo scoops it up. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Now at the plate, Henry Zavala, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Swinging a soft liner in there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And he's safe.
He was on cruise control the entire game, but he gets brought back to reality here. An RBI double.
Standing in, Jared Werner.
Right fielder, Jared Werner.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number two.
Line 12, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit sharply toward the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Next will be Jose Osuna. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Coming to the plate now, Henry Zavala. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Runners on the move for second. Grounded to the right. Spin throw on to first, and that's your ball game.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Mud Hens jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Enrique Huerta earned his 9th win of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com. AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage. Eldon Stratton gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fernandez is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league.
Stepping into the box, Eduardo Varela. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Werner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So digging in now, Jared Werner. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Werner.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Hagan, the runner at second with 1 away. A ball and a strike.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner will get back standing. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fernandez giving chase, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2. Now in the box, Alfonso Fernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he will leap to make the acrobatic catch. Stepping into the box, Pete Kozma. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. High in the air out towards shallow right. Werner is going to get there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about. Ready for another shot now, Jared Werner.
Jared Werner.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Hack on another here as the runner scores from second, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
Hey, D-Row, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Digging in once again, Jose Osuna. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Runners going. Grounded back up the middle. Dive, but it's in and out of the glove, and the run should score. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out. Digging in to try it again, Henry Zavala. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Working for the punch out and the offering. Pitch outside, the throw, and he will be nailed at third on a questionable decision. Now to the plate, Jared Werner. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Oh, what a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Hit on the ground out to short. To his right, Jones. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Leading off the inning, Eduardo Varela, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Moving under at Werner, and that's the first out of the inning. So striding in, Kenny Clemens. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Hit in the air to right field. Werner moves over, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Indianapolis Indians took the lead.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Alexander Margowski, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Stepping up to the plate, Fred Buckner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fred Buckner.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Into the box, Chris Bostic.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Chris Bostic.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. We've played an inning, still nothing. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jared Werner.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Fred Buckner. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game could make a big difference.
And that's through into center field, base hit, and not in time as the run scores. Digging in and looking for more, Jared Werner. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for 2. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Number 23.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Fred Buckner, runner in scoring position with two gone. Popped him up. Carew is there for it. And the inning is over. Settling in now, Jared Werner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Werner.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
1-2, here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
When you're down here in the minors, it's all about honing your skills and getting someone to notice you. Well, I've been noticing this guy on the mound all game long. So always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Indianapolis took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Alexander Margowski earned his 9th win of the year. Kyle Crick hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Rico Escobar will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Right fielder, Jared Werner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Missed with a slider.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So striding forward now, Colin Moran took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pitch is popped up. Pavetta will put this one away, and the side is retired. We've played an inning. No score here on the show. Now at the plate, Danny Flores.
Third baseman number 13, Danny Flores.
The 3-2 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it.
Now at the plate, Jared Werner. He singled his last time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Count is 1-2 now. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Calzado on the move, 1 away. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Junior Calzado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Werner is in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Well, he had to track that one for a long time, and he did so while looking back over his shoulder. Not an easy play by any means, but they practice these all the time.
At the plate, Jared Werner. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Jared Werner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Pitch outside. The throw. In time as he just gets the tag down.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath you, so hats off to him on that one.
And that misses. 2-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Rosales has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through 6 full. Suey, the Iron Pigs lead it 2-0. Now at the plate, Jared Werner.
The right fielder, number 3, Jared. Jared Werner.
First pitch on its way. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now. 3-0 the final score in this one today. Welcome to MLB. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Jared Werner batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. He's set and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A ball and a strike. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shot.
Oh, and they've got him picked off. They slapped the tag on him, and he is out at second base. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now. And that's low, ball 4. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Osuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Soft liner towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. At the plate, Pedro Florimon. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. The 1-2. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Zavala backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Ready for another chance? Jared Werner. He drew a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is a good fastball, swung on and missed.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Fouled away. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Ready once again, Jared Werner. He's 0-for-1 thus far.
Jared Werner.
From the stretch. A bouncer to the left side. Florimon comes up with it. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Stepping up now, Martin Carew. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. Standing in, Jared Werner.
For Indianapolis, right fielder, Jared Werner.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch here is softly hit down the line to third. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Jose Osuna becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now batting, Fred Buckner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Skied into very shallow right. Williams is under it. And that's the second out of the inning. Striding in, Henry Zavala. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Henry Zavala.
This one's down to third. Florimon is up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs on a hit here, no error. Stepping in, Edgar Rosales. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of it.
Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind. Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind at the top of the 9th.
A coach approaches a player with a thought about his progress.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Pawtucket Red Sox and the Indianapolis Indians. It's baseball on the show. Striding forward now is the DH, Jared Werner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jared Werner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is hit high and deep out to left. Tejera going back on it. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Digging in, Jared Werner. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Jared Werner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little bouncer.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. To short. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Stepping in, Chris Bostic. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Bostic.
The 2-2. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. So stepping in, Eduardo Ramirez. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
But one's all they get as the run scores. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Jared Werner. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. McQueen, originally from New York State. He throws a four-seam fastball, a changeup, and a slurve. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find...
AAA baseball for you now on the show as we present coverage from the International League. Today, Alexander Margowski, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Dan Dero, as we take a look at our visiting club as they take the field in this scoreless ball game. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Next will be Jose Osuna. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And the runner back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Pitch misses the throw down. Short hop, but he's out. Great play. Coming to the plate now, Manuel Tejera. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. Ready on 0-2. Skied into straightaway right. Werner sprinting after it. Running hard. He's digging for second. And that one skips up over the... Digging in now, Zue Lin. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Popped him up. Bostic moving to his left, and that's the 3rd out. So they pick up a run on 2. Next will be the designated hitter, Thomas Rowley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 2-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Werner coming on. Effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded, and he is in there. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Manuel Tejera. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hit the other way out toward right field. Werner has a play, and that retires the side. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Paw Sox are out in front, 2-0. At the plate, Jared Werner. He drew a walk his first time up.
Werner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Moran is off at first with 2 away. Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So no runs here. Ready now, Jared Werner. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard-hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Ground ball left side. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. In now, Orlando Liriano.
Now batting, captain, Orlando Liriano.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Werner. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for 3rd. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes 3rd on the flyout. Striding in once again, Brock Holt. He was a ground-out victim last time up. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Popped him up. Bostic ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Into the box now, Jared Werner, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with the runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Abraham giving chase. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy.